dear friend of mine, the college fraternity son that I told you about, his father was a judge, died unexpectedly at age 42 or so. And I was at his memorial service. And another town judge came out and he said, I've been with Tom once a week for the last 10 years. And that statement hit me over the head like a brick. I couldn't say that. He was my fraternity brother. He was my close fraternity brother. I probably hadn't seen him 3 times that year. I mean, we lived an hour and a half away and so on, but why hadn't I done more? So I went home and I called my dear friend George. We'd been close friends since I was 16, 17 years of age. And I said, George, I just came from Tom's memorial service, and then I told him what I just told you. And he said, so? And I said, well, I think we need to do something. So what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to pick a time once a week, say 7:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We'll just pick that amount of time each time we'll meet and we'll talk to each other. He said, how long do we have to do that? I said, the rest of our lives. That was 24 years ago and we've never missed a Sunday. When I told this story one time, I guess on an NPR radio interview, and my daughter's friends called her in Wilmington and said, gee, we heard your dad and so forth and so on. And then later on, Christine and Owen, our son-in-law, were at a party, Christmas time or something, and a man, one of their neighborhood friends, came up to Owen and took him aside and said, Owen, I want to ask you a question. Talk to you a minute. And he said, yeah. He said, did your father-in-law really do this? He really talked to this guy for 24 years, every week? And Owen said, yeah. And he said, what do they talk about? Now, you women can understand that. You can understand why some guys just don't get that. But in fact, there's a lot to talk about, and I think that relationships are worth working on. In searching the collectibles and thinking about them, it's not a question of looking at the collectibles as an object or a thing, but rather the relationship going forward to help those people and how our lives are enriched by doing so. When we see the effect of realization of the intrinsic worth in these people, not only are the people whose lives are enriched by the effort, but the people doing the outreach, their lives are enriched as well. The value then of the collectibles increases over time. This is really an investment worth making.